Hey everyone, Heroic Coffee here, and today we're going to be looking at Reddit, right? When has that not ever been a fantastic idea? Thought we'd change it up a little bit, you know, change the hair. It's the hottest summer that we've ever had, so the hair had to go. We're going to be diving into Reddit. We're going to be looking at some good stories, some bad stories, some cool stories, some cringe stories, some wholesome stories. And let's see where this roller coaster takes us. Now remember, if you like the video, don't forget to leave it a like and also subscribe for more content like this. It really helps me out. And also, if you have any cool, weird / embarrassing / really awesome stories, let me know down below. I would love to hear them all, and I think it sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. So the first one, my first experience with Adventurers League. Okay, so I went to PAX East this year and a bunch of friends and I wanted to try out D&D Adventurers League. Especially me, since I've been wanting to find a place to be a player where I'm currently living, since I DM for both my groups. That is the curse of the forever DM, I'm afraid. We made our characters using D&D Beyond, and I, who normally played casters, even my fighter was an Eldritch Knight, wanted to try something new and decided to make a barbarian instead. Long story short, near the end of the session, we were attacked by a werewolf. Cool. I like werewolves, I dig it. We were doing a theater of the mind, so he asked who was closest to the door. No one seemed willing, so I offered since I had the most health left, and I wasn't about to let our sorcerer or bard go down at the start of combat. We're all level 1. This can't end badly, right? Right? So the werewolf attacked me with a bite. Roll a constitution saving throw, says the DM. I rolled a 3, so 6. I say laughing because I knew what was coming and genuinely having a good time. You are cursed with lycanthropy. Oof, goes the entire table. I thought that was cool and would be something I could either attempt to get cured or just, you know, roll with it in the future. But then the session comes to a close and the DM gives us the lowdown about how AL works Adventurers League. Keeping track of your sessions, rest activities, and Adventure League tokens to spend on magic items. We were all awarded a Wand of Secrets, but then he turns to me and says, you have to buy a potion of greater restoration, which costs 8 treasure tokens. You currently only have 2, and if you do go for it, your character will forever be in treasure debt. So honestly, I would just make a new character. Yeah. That's a mistake. He could have done so much with this as a DM, and he just threw all that away and went for the super easy route of just, you know, low effort, make a new character. Not cool. Oh, I went staring into the void after hearing what he just said. My character didn't die, he got cursed, so now he was Adventurers League illegal, and I couldn't play him again because if I did, I would be in forever treasure debt. This was my first Adventure League, and my character got banned from Adventure League. TLDR, my first Adventurers League game ever got me banned from AL since a werewolf inflicted me from protecting the party. Infected me from protecting the party. Probs won't do Adventurers League again. That's a really sad story. I myself have never been to Adventurers League. It seems cool. I think on paper though, I would much rather play with a group of close friends. That's just my sort of D&D style rather than play with strangers. But you know, I get it. You know, that's not available to everyone. The DM just went in a really weird direction with this, and I don't really know why. I think it was just because maybe you just didn't feel comfortable with, you know, lycanthropy and sort of weaving that into the narrative maybe, but then don't have a werewolf, you know? It seems very counterintuitive. But yeah, well, okay, so that was the first story. Moving on. The second one, the weird hobby store that I never went back to. So I already know that this one's going to be a banger. Every now and then, you'll find a store that's being ran by a strange owner. This area was a small district with only a convenience store and the hobby place. I walk into the hobby store for my first and last time and find the place unkempt. For example, things were scattered around the floor, with one of the miniature paint containers being cracked open and spilled on the thankfully not carpet floor. It looked like it had been left there for months. Months? Damn, okay. The items were also priced horribly and were way over the amount that you could normally get them for. This is a giant red flag. This is like a giant red flag when the giant red flag is made out of small little red flags. This is pretty crazy. I would probably walk in and then just walk back out if this was the vibe. I checked the gaming room next. It looked better, with a nifty looking wargame table that was decorated with various miniatures. The owner notices me. He's sitting at one of the tables playing Magic the Gathering and introduces himself. Okay, that's good. He is this tall guy who looked like he would fit the role of a bouncer. But I introduce myself back and tell him that I'm here for D&D, and he agrees to sign me up once he's done with this match. Okay, I get, you know, sort of wanting to finish your match, but there's a customer and you're running a store, dude. Like, this is you know, you drop what you're doing and you take priority, right? Apparently not with this guy. Thankfully, he's able to sign me up to the game on time, and I start playing a bit of Adventurers League. Okay. The game has 6 players, including myself, and while the game was fun, what happened next made me uncomfortable. Oh no, I feel sorry for this guy already. The owner is on the phone and he's yelling at someone on the other line. This catches me off guard, and I'm wondering what the argument is about, but as time passes, he gets even angrier and makes threats of physical violence. My face turns to a look of dread as the DM notices my discomfort and tells me that this happens almost every week. Damn, this guy has issues. Okay. Another person is chuckling at the owners yelling and tells me to relax because it's funny. I can see how that might be funny to some people, but very uncomfortable for other people. The DM tried to, in vain, continue the game, but everything grinds to a halt as we decide to wait for the argument to stop before continuing. 10 minutes pass and there is no sign of the owner quietening down, so I got up and left. Before you ask, I didn't get a refund as I was nervous due to how unstable the owner seemed. Yeah, big time. I would also probably never ever go back. The last thing I wanted was for some hulking tall guy to flip out at me. I simply left the store and decided to eat out while telling myself that I wouldn't go to any more unknown stores without at least looking up some reviews. That seems like a good idea. I can confirm that this definitely seems like it's definitely the exception and not the rule, right? I later looked up the reviews for the place and found that it was sitting at a 2-star rating. As it turns out, other customers had grievances with the owner for different reasons. There was even a review where a customer got a doll thrown at them due to a disagreement. I don't know if that place is still in business, but the owner probably drove that place under. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that is not the guy. That is not the guy you want running a store, like, at all. Wow. As someone who works in a store where we sell like D&D stuff and, you know, some like video game stuff and things like that, that is not what you want. And especially like a good first impression as well. Like, a good first impression means so much to so many people, and having dolls thrown at you and like just shouting on the phone, making physical threats of violence, like, that is, wow, that's way across the line. Do not ever go back there, my dude. How I got my DM to go out with me. It was the last session for the current campaign and we were all level 20. I was playing a bard and this happened. DM, last chance, anything else you want to do before we end the campaign for good? Me, can I roll to seduce the ... her? No. Me, you didn't let me finish. Her. Begrudgingly. Fine. Me, can I roll to seduce the DM? Fat ass smile on my face. Poker faced. Roll. Me rolls. Nat 20.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Fine. The DM accepts your proposal. It's our 2-year anniversary next month. Lesson is, make sure to be a bard while playing D&D. The dice never lie. The dice never lie. The top comment is right. Yeah, the dice are his wingman. Wow. Okay, that's crazy. I've never heard of anyone like asking anyone out with a dice roll before, but hey, I mean, it worked. It worked. It's the 2-year anniversary, so yeah, props to him. Props to him. Our player destroyed an entire town with a level 1 spell. Background: a level 2 party of 5 is investigating a string of disappearances in an industrializing town. They discovered that a druid is kidnapping factory workers and sacrificing them to a volcanic pit in order to trigger a volcanic eruption to destroy the town and its factories. Volcano has already received multiple sacrifices and is on the verge of erupting. Combat begins and the boss is standing directly next to the sacrificial lava pit. He takes his turn and uses it to throw another sacrifice into the pit as he wild shapes into a direwolf. The sorcerer takes her turn and runs up next to the boss and says, "I cast Thunder Wave," to knock him into the lava pit. The spell is already cast in Roll20 and the damage has been rolled. There's no going back. The boss rolls the con save, 5. The boss is knocked back 10 feet right past the ledge and into the pit of fire. The boss rolls a dex save to grab the ledge, 4. Regretting the fact that I didn't give any legendary resistances to this low-level boss, I roll the lava damage, 66. The boss is instantly killed, even with the extra wild shape hit points. You have any idea what you've just done? I say to the player as the realization hits her. The party is panicking as I describe that the entire cavern begins to rumble. I don't know how they didn't see this coming. I mean, I guess while you're in the moment, you know, you're just kind of doing stuff, you know, knock him into the lava. It's kind of video gamey. But yeah, no, I can see where this is going. The eruption begins and the party manages to narrowly escape the collapsing cave and sprint to the town below and evacuate it just minutes before the lava flow engulfs the town. Looking over the destroyed town, an NPC companion asks the sorcerer what happened. He fell in, she said. Blissfully ignorant, the NPC doesn't question her further, thinking her to be a hero for assisting in the evacuation. TLDR, sorcerer stops volcanic sacrifice ritual by thunder waving the baddie into the sacrifice pool. Volcano erupts, town is destroyed. That's a great story. That's a very sort of like unique take on sort of what to do as a DM. And yeah, no, you sort of turned a good situation into a bad situation, but then, you know, you still managed to evacuate the town. So again, it's a good situation, but no, very, very clever thinking from the DM on that one. Very, very quick wit. I like that. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I've been Heroic Coffee. If you've liked the video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. And as I said earlier, if you have any stories of your own when it comes to wacky, crazy moments in your D&D campaign, whether you're a DM or a player, make sure to let me know down below. It's always a ton of fun, and I enjoy reading people's comments. But yeah, thanks, guys, and we'll catch you later.